So part of the discipline of being technically oriented in the way that you trade or the way that you invest is that you have to be able to change your mind. So I'd love to hear John just confirm that for people so that they understand he's going by what's happening, and what's happening could shift, and then he would change his view. It's different than an economist or a macro expert who says, I'm bearish, and then tries to fit all the data to that viewpoint.
Of course, but Jonathan, you'd be the first to say that you don't think we're necessarily close to that point. One day of fine-looking trading in the NASDAQ and the NASDAQ 100 withstanding.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's things to look at besides just the price action on the index level. And if you look at, internals and breadth, percent of stocks above the 50-day on the S&P, mid-April, we were up around 90%. We're now down to 60%. NASDAQ is closer to 30 or 35%. So, yeah, I think the things that would get us to change that view would obviously, one, be some closes above resistance, which on the S&P is kind of around that 4,200 level, and an improvement in breadth overall. Look, we also think there's this underlying rotation that's been happening and been pretty prevalent this year is the growth of value rotation, and we think that's a theme that you want to continue to express throughout the year. It's just the fact of growth's weighting in the S&P is so large that if growth continues to churn or struggle, it's going to make it difficult for the overall market to move up. But clearly,
hey, John, we had a 90% down day yesterday on the open. That's not enough capitulation short term for you. You want to see that happen on multiple days, or what would tell you that people got scared enough?
Yeah, we had a very similar price action on May 11th, where you opened down, hard on the open, rallied all day, and then you gave it all back. So clearly, we're not seeing the same action today. We're seeing some nice follow through in the upside. But again, we've seen days like this before, and like I said, the NASDAQ is down 5 or 6% over the last 6 weeks. So to us, it just still feels like this internal churn. Look, we could have seen the lows yesterday. Obviously, nobody knows, but we think, it just wasn't quite enough capitulation overall for us to really think we've seen the low.